Hi guys, very quickly tell me if you can hear me and see me. Once I'm audible and visible and live, then we will start the session. In the meantime, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Abhilasha, and of course, I'm your favorite VARC educator on Career Launcher. Um, we are doing PYQs for CAT. So, let me quickly see if I'm audible and visible because that is, of course, as we already know, that's the biggest stress that we have. That are we able to be live? Are we visible? Whatever. Right. So let me give it a go. If you are here for the session, then please give me a yes or a no if you can see me or hear me very quickly. Give me a yes or a no or a cheer or something if you're able to see me. Guys, remember this is a subscriber only channel, so therefore you will only be able to comment if you are subscribed. So please remember to subscribe to our channel. Also remember to hit like, share, and the bell icon. Remember, if you share this session, then more and more people can come and join us for this session. Okay, so that's the important thing. Hit the like button, share the session so that friends and family can join in. Thank you, Kasak. Now that I know that you're able to see me and hear me, I'm feeling very, very happy. Today's session again, we are going to be discussing PYQs in as in the previous sessions. We are covering PYQs of para jumbles. You're already aware of this. This is our 99.99 percentile sessions where we are going to be talking about how you can crack your exam and get a 99.99 percentile. So that's the goal, targeting 99.99 percentile for all of you through VARC by solving more and more CAT PYQs. That's the goal, guys. That is the end goal for all of us, that we are able to crack this 99.99 percentile. You know that to get this 99.99 percentile, we'll have to split our preparation into RC and VA. And for VA, we are doing the PYQs at 1 p.m. For RC, every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. we are covering reading comprehension. I'm doing question types, so we are covering specific question types for this session. So do make sure that you are subscribed to our sessions so that you can come in and join as and when the sessions happen. Okay. All right. So that's a bit about us. I hope you have liked the session, all of you. Quickly give me a like so that I know that you're here and that we are ready to go. Today we are going to be targeting some more parajumble questions, and that will be the goal. So remember the rules for parajumbles. Very simple. I have discussed these in the first session, but I'm going to take you through these rules once again. So, what all you need to remember? Number one, you must remember that the introductory statement has to be sought. So, look for the introductory statement among all the sentences that you have. That's the first thing. The introductory statements are either uh, they're either a definition of an issue, they're a problem statement. Sometimes the introductory statement can be a newspaper headline, so it's going to be very attractive and interesting, so it's going to draw your attention towards it. So remember to look for the introductory statement in the cat theta questions. If you analyze the cat paper and if you analyze the cat theta questions, what you will realize is that all the questions very specifically have one introductory statement, and it's a very clear introductory statement. So therefore, if you are able to spot that, your life is going to be considerably easy. Sometimes you also have conclusion statements, so you can use the conclusion statements. Most of the time the conclusion statements have identifiers such as thus, therefore, that's why, as a result, in conclusion, in summary, last but not the least, at the very end, at the very least, something like that, right? So with those conclusion identifiers, you know that that's the conclusion and you can take advantage of your conclusions also. Remember to look for the mandatory pairs also. Even if you got the introductory statement, you can look for the mandatory pairs, sentences which go together, right? So look for those. Try and build your mandatory pairs. With that, your flow of thought becomes easier. You can also go from a very broad to a very narrow perspective, or you can go from a very general to a very specific perspective. Remember to follow the chronology. A lot of times, nothing but the chronology helps you. And also, grammar is something that is very, very helpful. So, remember articles. We have spoken about all of this. So, we did discuss that articles are very, very helpful. So, always remember or and will come before the. So, that's one. Conjunctions are very helpful because you have your contrasting conjunctions which say but, yet, or however will always have a statement prior to that. So if the first statement is positive, the second statement is going to be negative. So look for your conjunctions, look for your pronouns. We know that before every pronoun will come the antecedent or will come the specific noun for that pronoun. So look for your pronouns, look for your noun antecedents. They will help you solve these questions. Okay. So it's very important that you keep an eye out for your grammar rules also while you are solving your parajumbles. Once you've started solving your parajumbles, remember it's only a matter of practice and it's only a matter of looking for clues. Remember, you should act like Sherlock Holmes at this point of time. Okay, who is Sherlock Holmes? Of course, all of you are aware he's the world's greatest detective. So you are trying to build sentences which will go together. So find those beautiful links that you can and then join up the sentences within those links. Okay, that's the idea while you're doing parajumbles. Let's get started. Let's get into the groove of things. I think we've got so many people watching the session also. I've got a few likes also. Please remember to share the session, all of you. This session has to be shared so that maximum people can benefit out of these PYQs. Let's get started. Here is your first PYQ for the day. The directions are very simple. We've got the same standard directions. The 4 sentences labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. When properly sequenced would yield a coherent paragraph. Remember that. Decide on the proper sequencing of the order of sentences and key in the sequences as your answer. Remember, this is a theta question. So +3 for every answer. No negative marks in this question. And therefore, the parajumbles are a must attempt. You must make sure that you solve your parajumbles in CAT. Do not miss them. If you get them wrong also, you still do not get a negative. So it's not a -4 as in the other MCQs. Okay, so please do this. That's very, very important. Let's take a look at the first question that we have. Question number 11. Here we are. These are your 4 sentences. I'm going to give you a minute to read and then we will start the discussion. Okay, your minute starts now. Guys, you can start keying in your answers in the chat box. I've already got some answer from Daksh. Daksh says 3142 is the correct answer. I'm waiting for the others to give me an answer. Come on, guys, quickly. Let's do this. Okay, Gaming Shashwat says 3142 is the correct answer. Sandeep says 3214 is the correct answer. Let's take a look at your Kasak says 3124 is the correct answer. I'm starting to get so many right answers or wrong answers, but answers definitely. Let's take a look at the question and let's understand what the correct answer will be. Okay. So the more we are able to accept that our achievements are largely out of our control, the easier it becomes to understand that our failures and those of others are too. But the raft of recent books about the limits of merit. So I see this but and I'm like very keen on the but. I'm like, okay, here is a word that will help me. So, but the raft of recent books about the limits of merit, okay, is an important correction to the arrogance of the contemporary entitlement. So we feel that we can be very arrogant about this, and that is a good thing and an opportunity to reassert the importance of luck or grace in our thinking. Meritocracy, as an organizing principle, is an inevitable function of a free society as we are designed to see our achievements as worthy of reward. So, whatever our achievements are as people, we always want to see them as worthy of reward. So, we want meritocracy to be successful. We want to be meritorious. We want to be, known. So, I think the introductory sentence should be the one on meritocracy, sentence number 3. So meritocracy is an inevitable function of a free society because we see our achievements as worthy of reward. But there is a raft of recent books about the limits of merit, and that helps us to stop or to get out of this arrogance of contemporary entitlement. Okay. And now the fourth sentence is, and that in turn, what in turn? What is this that? In turn, should increase our humility and the respect with which we treat our fellow citizens, helping ultimately to build a more compassionate society. So, if you look at this fourth sentence, what is it saying? It is very clearly saying that something in turn should, so in its own sequence, something will help us understand or will help us increase our humility. So, what is this thing that we are saying that will help us increase our humility? So that is what we need to find out. So very clearly, two sentences that are sequenced here are 3 and 2. I know that. So 3, we start out with saying that meritocracy is an inevitable function of a free society. We see our achievements as worthy of reward. Then there is a raft of recent books about the limits of merit, which says, oh, please do not be as arrogant about yourself as you are trying to be. And then we says the more, and we have to accept luck or grace in our thinking. Okay. And then the more we are able to accept that these things are out of our control, they come because of luck, the easier it is to understand that our failures are also. So, see what a beautiful connection of 2 to 1. The luck or grace in sentence 2 connects with this, that our achievements as well as our failures are out of control. And the minute we respond this and the minute we understand this, that in turn will increase our humility and the respect with which we treat our fellow citizens. So 3, 2, and then 1, and then 4 ideally should be the right answer. Let's take a look. Yes, so we started out with sentence number 3, then came to sentence number 2, then to 1, and then to 4. The connections were, we started off with meritocracy. Remember, always the introductory sentence should define the issue. So here, a very beautiful definition of what is meritocracy and what are we talking about. We see our achievements as worthy of reward. Then the but said there is a contrast. So this one says, okay, if our achievements are worthy of reward, here is something about the limitations of merit, right? And then we reassert the importance of luck or grace. The minute we say that, more we understand that these are out of our control, we become relaxed, and that increases our humility and respect. And so that's your answer: 3, 2, 1, and 4. Okay, I hope you got that. 3, 2, 1, 4. Anyone with a different answer? Very quickly, let us take a look. I will check your answers. Okay, 3, 1, 2, 4. Okay, I've got a lot of 3, 2, 1, 4. Okay, Sandeep has given me a correct answer. Kasak missed out, Shubhra missed out. All of you picked the right starting point. So that is a good thing. That all of you started out with sentence number 3. Then you came to sentence number 2 also. Some of you were able to pick that. A lot of you were not able to pick that. But see the connection between that. Let me just take you back here for a moment. These things are out of our control, and this luck or grace, this connection was a very beautiful connection, right? And then we took it forward from there. All right, I hope you got this. Let's go to the next question. Question number 12. Again, I'm going to give you a minute to read, and then we will discuss this question. So here's your question, and here's your 1 minute. I'm going to put my mic on silent. Remember, if you haven't yet shared this session, please share it with your friends and family so they can also join in. And I hope all of you have hit the like button. All right, I've started getting my answers. So I've got Daksh who says 3214. I've got Shubhra who says 3214. I've got Shashwat who says 2341. I've got Ishita who says 3241. I've got Shorts who says 3214. I've got Kasak who's got 3214. Others, you can also answer right away. Let's take a look. If I wanted to sit indoors or read or play Sonic the Hedgehog on a red hot Sega Mega Drive, I would often be made to feel guilty. I'd be made to feel guilty about not going outside to enjoy it while it lasts. My mom, so they're being thrown out of the house to go and play. My mom quite reasonably wanted me and my sister out of the house in the sun. So mother wanted the children outside. Tales of my mom's idyllic sounding childhood in the Sussex countryside, where trees were climbed by 8 a.m. and streams navigated by lunchtime, were passed down to us like folklore. Oh, very interesting. To an introverted kid, that felt like a threat. What felt like a threat? That I was being made to feel guilty about not going outside to enjoy it while it lasts. So, this enjoy it while it lasts was quite like a threat, and this feeling has stayed with the author. So, 1 and 4 is a very beautiful mandatory set. Says his mother would tell him, would make him feel guilty and say, what? Enjoy it while it lasts. Now, this statement felt like a threat. Oh, why do I have to enjoy it while it lasts? Right? Something like that. So 1 4 is your very beautiful pair. Of course, 2 and 3 or 3 and 2 have to follow. So obviously, why did the mother want the children out of the house in the sun? Because she had already done it in her childhood and she knew the pleasures of this thing. Right? So the first sentence will be sentence number 2. It says, my mom quite reasonably, very decently wanted the kids out of the house in the sun. Why did she want this? Because she had these wonderful tales of her own childhood where she had enjoyed herself completely. And so, therefore, she wanted the children also to enjoy. So, when the child would want to sit and read or play Sonic the Hedgehog, the mother would make them feel guilty about enjoying it, not enjoying it while it lasts. And that was a threat. So, here is your very beautiful sequence 2, 3, 1, 4. That's going to be your answer. Let's take a look. 2, 3, 1, and 4. So, my mother wanted us out of the house in the sun. Why? Because her childhood had already been like that. If I wanted to read, I'd be made feel guilty to enjoy, not going outside to enjoy, and that felt like a threat. So here is your sequence sentences 2, 3, 1, 4, and your correct answer. Okay, I hope you guys got that. Why we have 2, 3, 1, 4 as the correct answer and not 3, 2, 1, 4. So only one person got the starting sentence also right, and that I think was Gaming Shashwat. Very good, Shashwat. All right, let's go to the 13th question. Here you are. Let's take a look. Again, I'm giving you 1 minute to read and then we will discuss. Guys, you can also come up with your arguments as for or against the idea. So please make sure that you're looking at clues. You can also post your clues while you're here. I'm muting the mic now. Come on, guys, let's get your answers in very quickly. I've started getting answers. Daksh gives me 2134. Kasa gives me 2134. Shubhra gives me a 2134. Very nice. Sandeep gives me a 2134. And Shorts give me 2134. I'm waiting for other answers also. If the others are giving an answer, let's take a look. So, what are the clues here in these sentences? Guys, remember, we're always looking for clues here to help us solve. So, fish skin collagen has excellent thermostability and tensile strength, making it ideal. So, making it ideal, fish skin collagen is ideal for use as bandage that adheres to the skin and adjusts to body movements. Okay. So, we are talking about fish skin collagen. Option statement number 2 says collagen, one of the main structural proteins in connective tissues in human body, is well known for promoting skin regeneration. Okay. So now first sentence we spoke about fish skin collagen, and sentence 2 we spoke about generally collagen. So of course, from a general statement to a specific statement, so I know 2 ideally should be my first sentence between these two. I'm not saying all of these, but 2 and 1 that ways. Fish skin swims in here. Okay, it joins in, as disease and bacteria that affect fish are different from most human pathogens. So he says fish skin now becomes very important, or it joins this debate. Why? Because diseases and bacteria that affect fish are different from most human diseases and bacteria. Okay. So if you used fish skin collagen, it would help. It would not harm the humans. The risk of introducing disease agents, there is a risk of introducing disease agents into other species through the use of pig and cow collagen proteins. So if you used pig or cow collagen proteins, you would be maybe introducing disease agents, has inhibited its broader applications in the medical field. Now, very interesting. See, so we start by talking about collagen and we say that it is very well known for promoting skin regeneration. But we have not used it majorly. Why? Because you would introduce disease agents if you were using pig or cow collagen, right? So after 2, you go to 4. Then you say, now you introduce that here is a different type of collagen, may not be a problem. And so you come to sentence number 3, which says fish skin now comes in here because diseases and bacteria that affect fish are different from the human ones. So the fish bacteria are not going to affect the humans. So now we introduce the fish bacteria or fish collagen, and then we say that fish collagen can be used as a bandage. So 2, 4, 3, and 1, that ideally should be your sequence. Let's take a look. Okay, sentence number 2 starts with collagen, introduces the idea, gives you a very general statement about collagen. Then sentence number 4, which gives you the problem. So we introduced collagen in 1, we brought out the problem of using collagen, especially the cow and pig collagens. Then we gave you a solution, that here is a solution that you can use the fish skin. If you don't use cow and pig, you can use fish skin. And then we continue with the advantages of the fish skin, right? So here is your sequence. So we started out by a very generic statement about collagen. Then we gave the problem, the issue, then the solution, and the advantage of using the solution. So that was your sequence here in question number 13. I hope you got that. 2, 4, 3, 1. That was the correct answer. All right, let's look at the question number 14. Here it is. One moment for you to read and solve. Okay, Daksh is saying why. I'll just go back to the previous question for a moment. Okay, let's take a look. Yes, Daksh is saying that he's understood 2, 4, but why not 1, 3? Okay, the problem is that first you want to introduce the thing. Daksh, right? So we are starting out by saying fish skin swims in here. So there was cow, there was pig. And now we have one more element coming in, which is the fish skin. So therefore the introduction of the fish. So first I have the cow and pig collagen, and then we say here is a new one. Which is this new one? The fish skin swims in here. This swims in here means joins this game, joins the field, right? It joins the field, and then you talk about the advantages. Okay, Daksh, I hope you got that. Okay. All right, let's go to the next question. Here we are. Question number 14. Your 1 minute starts now. All right, let's take a look. So I've got some answers. Daksh says 3142. Kasak says 3421. Shashwat says 3412. Sandeep says 3412. I'm yet to get other answers. Shubhra says 3412. Let's take a look at your answers, and let's take a look at this passage also. So we start out by talking about the creative industry receiving a lot of attention today. Why is it receiving this lot of attention? Because its growth rate is faster than that of the world economy as a whole. So if the world economy is growing at X, creative industry is growing at 2X or whatever, right? Faster. So we start out by talking about sentence 3. Then we come to the fact that the creative element in the value of the world industry would be larger skill if we added the contribution of creative elements in other industry. Right now we're just counting the creative industry. If we started counting the creative elements in other industry, for example, as in our ed tech industries or such other industries such as the design of tech accessories, so from 3 we go to sentence number 2. So this in fact, please understand, is a keyword. It's a conjunction which tells you that I'm going into the details of the previous sentence. Okay. It's a detail. So whatever we have said here, now we are detailing in the second sentence. Okay. So 3 and then 2. And then we come to sentence number 1, which says the creative element in product design has become of paramount importance as it is one of the few ways a firm or industry can sustain a competitive advantage. So you can have an advantage or an edge over your rivals. And then he says, it is for this reason. Please pay attention. What is this reason? That it is one of the ways that a firm or industry can sustain a competitive advantage over its rivals. So, therefore, today's trade issues are increasingly involving intellectual property. It's not just about products, it's not just about things, but it is more about intellectual property because everybody has an interest in protecting their revenues. Okay, but also they want to free up the trade in non-tangible. So non-tangible is what? The creative element. So I have done a creative design, I want rights to that. Okay, so the sequence here was 3, which started out, which introduced the creative industry. Then we went into the, so this was the introduction. Okay. Then we went into the detail or reiteration of what is this all about. Then we started speaking about product design. Okay. And how creativity is important in that. And finally, we said that we spoke about intellectual property rights. So that was your sequence. 3, 2, and then 1 and 4. All right, let's go to the next question. This is going to be the last question, everyone. 1 minute for you to solve, and then we take it forward from here. I hope you were able to understand the previous question. Let's take a minute and solve. Okay, guys, are we ready with this question? Let's get your answers in. Okay, I've started getting some of my answers. Daksh says 1342. Ishita says 2143. Shubhra says 2143. Sandeep says 2143. A lot of you are saying 2143. Very interesting. Others, let's get your answers in also, guys. Let's take a look at this question. It says a popular response is the response to what is my question? Response is exhortation to plant more trees. Somebody is saying plant more trees. Why? It seems all but certain that global warming will go well above 2 degrees. No one knows how high will it go. Oh, so this is a problem statement. And then they say that, well, people are saying that this is the solution, that you plant more trees. So I start with sentence 2, then I go to sentence 1. Why are you asking people to plant more trees? This is because this exhortation to plant more trees is because trees sequester carbon by absorbing carbon dioxide. So they absorb the carbon dioxide. Burning them releases it. What is this it? It is the carbon dioxide. So therefore 4 and 3 then becomes your second set. So 2, 1, 4, 3 should be the order of the sentences as you get. Yes, very good, all of you. Excellent. So I think a lot of you did get 2, 1, 4, 3, the starting sentence being the problem, then the solution being 1, 4, and then 3. Right? Everybody, I think, got it very well. Very nice. Let's take a look. So yes, we've got sentence number 2, then 1, then 4, and 3. See the beautiful links here. So this carbon dioxide is connected with this it, and the trees is connected with the them. Do you see this very beautiful noun pronoun connection? I have the nouns first and then I have the pronouns. Remember, a pronoun will always refer to the antecedent noun. This is because what is the exhortation to plant more trees? Again, what a beautiful noun pronoun connect that we had here, right? And then we had the problem. Right in the beginning, the problem statement was the first sentence and everything was following, right? So problem and then the solution or the suggested solution to the problem. I hope you got this one. It was not a very difficult one. I think of this entire set, this had to be the easiest set in the questions. All right. If you have any doubts, please tell me. I'm here for a moment. Otherwise, we will wrap up the session and we'll stop. Remember, when you're doing parajumbles, you must always look for an introduction. Okay. An introduction sentence will be the best way of beginning your sequence. So it could be a problem statement. You could define a problem. It could just be a definition of a topic. Okay, so these are ways you can you can start out a problem. Okay, you could ask, there could be a rhetorical question also. I was thinking about this. There could be a rhetorical question right in the beginning. Okay, or you could have a newspaper headline also, which is something that grabs your eye. Okay, so these are all good beginning statements. So look for the beginning statement and then start building your sequence. Okay. All right, guys. Anyone has any doubts, any questions that you wish to ask? No. Let's stop now. Thank you so much. I will see you again for one more session very soon. Remember to hit like, share, subscribe, and the bell icon. Please make sure that you hit the bell icon so that you are subscribed to our sessions and get notifications for the next ones. Next session will be on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. where I'll be covering reading comprehensions, this time some tougher reading comprehensions for you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.